What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to a massive box opening again here with the data packs. We have the Icarus Cyber Invasion event going on with all the things that you can get, such as the Ultimate Lancelot and so on. And I have a bunch of creator program data pads, and as you can see here, even the most valuable ones are there in decent numbers. So let's go. This here looks like ultimate stuff, so let's have a look at this. And there is indeed ultimate content in there, the ultimate Taran, and many other things. So yeah, there's only one of them for me to open, unfortunately, but we're gonna begin with those here, and then we're working ahead through the rest of all the data pads. Let's see. I'm also gonna skip the animation. I just want to give you a quick glance of what it looks like if you're opening these. So this would be Mogwan and so on here, and Nuo. Full robots. I mean, not bad, right? Because those things are actually pretty good robots also. So given that this is the first data pads here, that's actually not too bad. Some Jock legendary pilot and so on. So let's keep going, okay? And we're working our way through until the most valuable ones. I wish there would be some more of the... Hey, skip the animation. Yeah, I wish there would be some more of the ultimate ones, because you know that this is exactly what I don't have. I don't have ultimate content on this channel. But yeah, so also if you enjoy the openings and stuff, stay tuned, subscribe, and stay ready for the next videos as well, my friends. Although today there is not going to be gameplay, it's still, I think, interesting to see what comes out of these things here. Also, what does the opening of these do with this event? Is there some progression that's going on because of this? We are opening silver things, so we're making a little bit of a progression here. We can get this, which gives us another silver. But aside from that, there's a bunch of progressions going on down here from playing. Okay, event tasks, that's where we are. All right, let's go back. Unfortunately, now we have only 8 single ones. That's a problem, which takes forever to open. Let's go for it. Okay, I'm just skipping the animation instantly. Very outdated weapon. Oh man, the regulators. They used to be very interesting, very strong, too strong, and now they just reload forever and barely do anything. Terrible DPM, or damage per minute. 2 more, and we're moving to the next category. All right. The silver pads are over. Let's go with the higher ones. Those are the, doesn't say. Not here anyways. It's the weapon data pad in silver. All right, gotcha. All right, let's open 3 times 10 of those. All right, that's Piercer and Dreshet and Prescient. Okay, crazy. So those are already like the most up-to-date weapons, of course, minus the ultimate things. Also Bash and Pow are in here, and Boom. Very nice. But it takes a long time to actually unlock a weapon here, because you're only getting a few components, with few exceptions, right? So just a bunch of components, which of course takes a long while to actually get to the full weapons. You have to keep collecting and collecting and collecting. So those are not so much worth it, if you ask me. Especially if you're aiming at getting like 5 times or 4 times the same weapon. Imagine how many you would have to open to get to that goal. That was 2,500. Not bad for the components here. All right, so the next ones we're getting here is the silver robot data pad. How is it still silver? When the first one was a silver pad, how is this still silver? All right, we're getting the sword unit in this one. Okay. And more. And the Strix robot and the Kaji robot. So the Kaji can be obtained here. Teth legendary pilot. Interesting. Okay. There is, of course, the option to check what each box can contain. But yeah, I just want to see what's realistically in the boxes. And I'm skipping the single ones here pretty quickly. Alright, the Teth components. Next one. Strix. Only 500 points. Like 500 components. You would have to get 20 times that in order to get a full Strix. So now we're at the weapon pad, and it's golden. All right, so this can contain the Boom Bash Pow weapons, as well as Piercer and Dreshet and the Prime Arm weapons. Let's go. Opening 10 of them. Can they still have components? No, those are full weapons. So with every open, you get a full weapon here on the golden boxes. One-time Neon Boom, and then a couple of steel Piercer, Prescient, and Hedget, and the arm weapons. All right. It's every time I have like 16. Very unfortunate, but that was a Boom Pow, a Boom weapon. That is a steel piercer, okay. So it's interesting, here it becomes interesting, because now you're getting full weapons, not just components, you're getting the full thing, right? So depending on which one you draw, it's gonna be a full weapon, and that will allow you to build a full setup. In Mark 1 level 1, of course, still takes a lot of investment to get this to a higher level. But I would argue that, for example, the Piercer weapon may not even have to be so well leveled to start doing a good job. So we have a gold robot data pad that can somehow also include the drones. Scarabeus drone, War drone, and the Kocho drone. Alright, so let's see. Opening 10 at once. Let's see what we get. We have the Neon Kaji here. Steel Strix twice. The Teth in steel, and the Prime Sword unit. So those are already like the better versions, the limited edition versions. And the Prime Ward we got a bunch of times. Alright, not once though the Koji drone. Let's see if we can get another Koji drone. Steel Strix, let's see. We got 4 more. Another Prime Ward, which we already have 3 of by now. Neon Kaji, again. How many you need from that, right? You really just want one of them and max it. Nope, we didn't get that. Alright, now we have the only ultimate box that I have. So that can give us one of those weapons or the ultimate Raker. Let's see what it's gonna be. This is the rarest thing that I have on my account. And it is going to be the ultimate Taran. Interesting. So we've got one ultimate Taran. That's fun. That's funny because you're supposed to get ultimate Tarans here to progress through the event. First off, we can get a bunch of more silver pads or rewards here for opening these, right? Which progresses through this. And yeah, somewhere it says you need to get the ultimate here, all tasks. You need to get the, oh no, you need to get the ultimate Redeemer and then the Taran. And then you can get to the ultimate Glider and Lancelot. Alright, so we're not really progressing any further in this here. Okay, gotcha. Look, let's go back to the data pads. There's only one of those. Ah, hold on. There's only one of those because we just got this. We just got it as a reward. Okay, let's open it. A POW component. And now we got the Titan data pads that can already have the Atlas or the Bjorn Titan in there. Interesting. Also the new Void and Chasm weapons are inside, as well as the legendary pilots. Alright, let's open 10. Alright, Void once. Hugin and Munin. Alright. Not bad. Then the Bjorn legendary pilot. And the Bjorn itself. Alright, but we didn't get an Atlas Titan. So I would say if you were to open this yourselves, you would probably try and aim for an Atlas. And these weapons. These weapons are really good, by the way. Very strong. Void and Chasm. Or Chasm, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Atlas legendary pilot. Now we would need an Atlas though, right? If you were to open this, you would want to have an Atlas. Last one. Come on, Atlas. Nope. No Atlas for me. Then we have the Neon Kaji data pad, which once again gives us Kaji components, or Kaji, as well as the Kocho drone and the legendary pilot. So I wonder if maybe this time we're gonna get a Kocho drone. Let's see. We haven't gotten it earlier. Got a lot of booms, bash, pow. Okay. And 2 times the legendary pilot. No freaking Robot or drone. Crazy, dude. Alright, that's it. I got no more data pads. Yeah, that is interesting. Of course, we're gonna earn some more here from the event points. We would have to play also to get to the next one. But, yeah. What was it? Somebody told me that that you probably need to spend like $400 or $500 or $600 to get all the ultimate Tyrants, to get the ultimate Lancelot and everything with the Redeemer. It would be apparently like $600 or four, five, six, 7, 8, something between that. And it depends on how much luck you have. You're not getting it by series, right? It's the bane of existence in all these mobile games and war robots, and ultimately also what's killing these games is that you have these random luck lotteries inside and these absurd prices. But yeah, thanks for watching. I still hope you have a fun time, and even though it's disgusting to see the lottery stuff in here, I have the data pads I'm opening, and in turn hopefully at least give you an accurate representation of what it would look like to open these, right? So that you have a feeling whether or not it's even interesting for you to get some of those data pads. My opinion is nowadays not to spend any money in this game anymore. It's not that relevant anymore. There used to be a time when this was among the most popular games out there in the Play stores, but Pixonic has destroyed it so long over such a long period of time and squeezed it out that there is very limited or very little left of it, unfortunately. This game had a great future once, but there was too much squeezing, too much monetization, too much trying hard, and yeah, that's what comes out of it. So thanks for watching, catch you in the next video, and Manny signing off. Bye bye, my friends.